I've decided to just voice record this reading from the book Healing Heart and Soul that I said I would record. Because I started reading it out and it got me really teary, and I'm not in the space to show that part of me, but I'm happy for you to hear it in my words. Becoming love. The soul was smiling. She saw the confusion between the heart and mind and looked on hopefully. You developed ego for our protection, heart and mind exclaimed. Yes, she agreed, for your protection. But why? Why did you let us go through so much pain and suffering? The heart asked. The mind was perplexed. He was still in awe of the love that they had experienced. When you emerged, it was as if we became one, he protested. It felt as though we amalgamated in love, peace, and unity. The soul beamed. They are getting close, she thought. I was exaggerating a little. We were never really apart. We all came under the spell of the body. I didn't mean to develop ego. It just happened that way. We forget who we are and where we come from, but eventually we remember again. When we forget, we separate. The mind was relieved. So it wasn't my fault. It wasn't just me that wanted to make something of myself. But why did you let me take the blame? Well, as I said, it happens naturally, and no one is to blame. But I couldn't blame either of you. I couldn't blame either of you anyway, the soul said mysteriously. The heart asked why not. Because you belong to me, the soul replied. And we belong. And we belong to one another. When we came under the spell of the body, I too was conditioned. Together we became conditional in our love, trust, and acceptance of others. We developed many expressions of this world, which were distorted through the illusions of need, greed, and mortality. And we discovered something that had never occurred to us before: fear. The heart and mind were spellbound by the revelation that there are faculties through which the soul thinks and feels. Our first mistake was body consciousness. We found fear and vulnerability, and our solution to fear was ego. Ego gave us a feeling of strength and identity by separating our experience from others. It gave us boundaries by which we now define ourselves and look at others. As we took on new roles and identities in life, we seemed to be expanding our experiences when, in reality, we were limiting ourselves. Although I've had many happy times, I've been hurt over and over, said the heart. Even after experiencing your love, I'm afraid to let go because I don't want to risk sorrow again. Yet deep down, I know I'll have to separate from everyone I love one day. What can we do? We can heal together, said the soul. We can remember who we are and return to our original nature. We can return to love and recognize that we are eternal travelers. Then, addressing the mind, she said, you must have the thought, I am a peaceful or loving soul. While you, she said to the heart, must develop this as a feeling, and have conviction in its truth. My role is to become it. Cooperating with one another through pure thoughts, pure feelings, and pure being, they once again experience peace and unity. All sense of separatedness was healed as the heart, mind, and soul became unconditional love. They transformed to a very subtle and brilliant point of radiant light. Why can't we be like that all the time? The heart said, disappointed when the experience ended. That is our higher self, replied the soul. It was our original nature and form before we became body conscious. When we became soul conscious together, we glimpse it again. To return to our original nature, we must become soul conscious all the time. But we have had many births, and body consciousness is a deeply ingrained habit now. What do I have to do? Asked the heart. You must set yourself free, replied the soul. When nothing of the past remains to hurt you, you are free. You must let go of any bad things you have done or have been done to you through forgiveness. Begin by forgiving yourself, then forgive others, understanding that their actions were influenced by ego. They hurt you through fear and ignorance. When you forgive, you release yourself from their continuing power over you. When you forgive, you forget the past. When you forgive, you forget and the past is past. Not even memories remain to hurt you. What shall I do? Asked the mind. Set yourself free, replied the soul. Let go of fear and remember that everything is in divine order. So you must trust and accept instead of passing judgment. Become a detached observer of the drama of life and understand that everything that happens is meant to be. Accept that there is a reason for everything, even if that reason is hidden from your sight. From now on, you must create beautiful relationships with your loving, peaceful thoughts. The heart and mind were mesmerized as she continued. When you do this together, forgive and forget, trust and accept, you are truly living in the moment, and life is beautiful. Nothing of the past influences your feelings or actions, and nothing in the future causes you uncertainty or concern. Simply choose freedom by changing your ways. What will you do? They asked. Don't they realize I'm talking to myself? She smiled inwardly. I will experience God in a way that I haven't for thousands of years. And when we do this, we will be completely healed. Our original innocence will be renewed and will be safe in the knowledge of who we are. Protected by knowledge, our innocence will be free of its original vulnerability. We will be confident and open. Our transformation and our pure love will change the world we live in. In an instant, the heart and mind glimpse the world returning to love. They experienced a moment of joyful union with like-minded souls. And in that moment, love was revealed as an overwhelming power. Everything it touched turned to gold. They realized that the journey to love was not just for themselves, it was for everyone. Love's mission is to heal the whole world.